Good morning, Khushi. Hi, Rupa. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's start today's class. Okay, so yesterday we have finished with Venn diagram. We have finished at Venn diagram, है ना? And I said that today we'll start with a fresh topic which we have not done before, which you have not seen before, which is a relations and functions, है ना? So today's topic we'll start with relations है ना, and we'll see what basically this topic covers and what basically relation means है ना. Okay, so let's see. So we have already seen how to represent a particular set. We have seen set notation in set builder form, in roster form, and everything, and just in plain words form also. Okay, so this relation is basically nothing but the interaction of more than one set. But if I am talking about a relation, है ना, if I am talking about a relation, will I ever talk about one person or one element or one set? Can I just talk about one person, one element, or one set? No. There should be at least two person, there should be at least two element, and there should be at least two set. That means if I am talking about a relation, that a thing is related to something else, then I have to be talking about at least two person. Between one person, how am I gonna talk about a relation of one person with nothing? You know? Same thing is this, that if I do not have two elements, how am I going to say that one element is related to nothing? It's not possible. So that means there have to be at least two things, right? So when I'm talking about relation between sets, that means I'm talking about at least two sets. That means I'm talking about at least two sets. You know? So this is set A. Suppose set B. This set can be identical. This set can be A also, right? So this is a relation between set A to itself. Understood? Fine. So let's say that A has some elements. A has elements 1, 2, and set B has elements A and B. Okay. Now listen this very carefully, that I'm talking about a relation. I'm talking about a relation from set A to set B. Okay. So this 2 is very important, right? So I'm talking about a relation from. So I'm talking about a relation from a set A to set B. Now this from and this to are very important. This from and this to actually tells me, this from and this to actually tells me the direction in which the relation is happening. For example, if I have set A and set B as shown, right? And if I start mapping, if I start relating these elements, so what I'll do, I will relate this first one with B and suppose this 2 with A, right? I'm relating one with B and this 2 B. So what I will say, that one is related to B, one is related to B, and 2 is related to A. So I can say, just by looking at this figure, just by looking at this diagram, I can say one is related to B, one is related to B by some relation, okay, and 2 is related to A by some relation. Okay, so 1 is related to B and 2 is related to A by some relation which has already been specified. Okay, for example, let's take an example. Suppose I have here elements 1, 2, 3, and I have here elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. Okay, A and B. Okay, so I'm asking you to relate the elements from set A, means link the elements from set A with their squares in set B. Link the element of set A with their squares in set B. So what you will see that there is an element 1. Square of 1 is 1, so 1 will be related to 1. है ना? 1 cannot be related to 2, 1 cannot be related to any other element. 1 will be related to only one element, which is 1. है ना? Second, 2 will be related to 4 because 2 square is 4. So 2 will be related to 4. And 3, because there is no square of 3, so 3 will not be related to anything, right? 3 should be related to 9, but 9 is not in this set. Okay, so I am saying that 1 is related to 1 and 2 is related to 4. And what is the relation? That element, the relation which I have already described, element A should be element from set A should be related to B by its square, So this is a relation defined. Okay, so this is a relation defined by which I have given elements, by which I have said that 1 is related to 1 and 2 is related to 4. Okay, now this is a special kind of relation. This is a pre-described relation. Okay, so what I will say, I will give this a name. Let's say this is a relation R or relation F or relation G, anything you want to do. I am giving a name to this relation. So 1 is related to 1 by the relation G, F or R, whatever it is, so that I don't have to write this again and again and again. This thing is okay for everyone. This thing everybody understood how 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 4. Now I will say that, sir, this is a very, very long and very non-convenient method for us to write. By suppose if there is a relation and there are thousands of elements, then I don't want to write this and 1,000 times. I don't want to write all that. So what I will do, I will try to find out a compact way of writing a relation between two sets. I want to write a compact way to write a relation between two sets. But before that, what I will do, I will name some of the things. Before moving further, I will do the nomenclature. I will give terms. I will give names to some of the things. Okay. So the first thing is that this one. First, let's name the sets. That is very basic. So this set A, from which the relation is happening. So the relation is happening from A to B. So this set A is known as domain. This set A is known as the domain. And the set B, to which the relation is happening, the set B is known as codomain. The set B is known as codomain. Okay, so from set A known as domain, set B is known as codomain. Now see, this whole thing is known as codomain. Even 2, 3, 5, 6 is known as codomain. However, see, 2, 3, 5 and 6 is not related with any of the elements. But 2, 3, 5, 6 is not related with any of the elements. Which elements of codomain are related? Only 1 and 4 is related. Only 1 and 4 is related. So all the elements of codomain, remember this thing, all the elements of codomain which are related with some elements from the domain, these elements, when I club together in a set, this set is known as range. Everybody understood? Domain, codomain and range, everybody understood? Yes or no? Just write it. Yes or no? Yes, sir, we understood. No, sir, we didn't understood. No, sir, what you are teaching is not clear. Everybody understood? Yes. Yes. Very good. So range is only those elements. Range are only those elements which are connected with some of the elements of domain. Fine. Till here everything is okay. Very good. Excellent. Let's move further. Okay. Now suppose I have domain and I have codomain. I have domain and I have codomain. Okay. And let's talk about, suppose domain has domain A and this is B, set A and set B. This has element 1 and this has element A. Okay. One is related to A by some function. Then one is related to A by some function. Then we'll call this A as the image of 1. We call this as the image of 1. This is 1's image. This is the way we represent. This is called the 1's image. A is called the image of 1. and this one is called the pre-image of A, है ना? So this A is called the image of one. So this is the image, and if we move on to the reverse direction, this is the pre-image. So this is the image, this is the pre-image. Okay, understood, everyone? Now see, if 2 is related to suppose B, if 2 is related to B, then again I'll just represent it. I'll just name it. This B is the image of B is the image of 2. B is the image of 2. Okay, and this 2 is known, or 2 is also known as the pre-image of B. This 2 is known as the pre-image of B. Okay, this is fine till here. I hope everything is fine. These are just name given. Now you will say, sir, why are you linking only one? Why are you linking one with only A? One can also be linked with any other element. One can also be linked with A as well as B. Yes, they can. So suppose we have 1, 2, and 3. This is A, B, C, D. This is A. This is set B. Okay. And suppose this is the link. Suppose these are the links. This is linked with this. And like this. Okay, fine. So 2 is linked with D, 3 is linked with A, B, C, and 1 is linked with A and B. Okay. So tell me what will be the images? What will be the images of A? What will be the images of 1? What will be the images of 1? What are the images of 1? A and B. A comma B. Very good. What are the images of 2? What are the images of 2? Only D. Very good. What are the image of 3? What are the image of 3? A, B, and C. So image need not be unique. Image can be more than one. In this case, in this example, we have seen that image need not be unique. Image can be more than one. Okay, very good. Till here, I hope everything is fine. Okay. Now, pre-image of A is 1 as well as 3. Pre-image of A is 1 as well as 3. Pre-image of D is only 2. Pre-image of B is 3 as well as 1. Like that, we understood what we have to do. Okay. Now, suppose we have been given two sets. Okay, and here we have 1, 2, and 3, and in this set we have A, B, and C. This is set A, also known as domain. This is set B, also known as codomain. Domain and codomain. Now, if I'll ask you, what is the what are the total possible links? What are the total possible maximum possible number of relation from set A to set B? If I say what is the maximum number of relation from set A to set B, okay, then what will you say? Sir, total number. And if I'll ask you, how will you find 9? Yes, correct. How will you find? So you'll say, sir, this is very simple. What I will start with? I will start with 1. And I will start linking 1 with A. I will start linking 1 with B. I will start linking 1 with C. I will start linking 1 with A, 1 with B, 1 with C. Then I will move on to 2. Right? And then I will make link with 2 with A, 2 with B, 2 with C. And the next one, I will move on to 3, and I will again make all the possible links of 3 with A, B, and C. So total number of relations, total number of maximum relation or maximum link which between A and B can be 9. Everyone has 3. Suppose if there was D, then how many total links? 12. Yes, if there was, so you understood, right? You understood. Very good. Now you say, sir, now suppose if the next step, till here everything is fine. Till here, sir, okay, this is normal picture, very basic. Now the next step is, yes, sir, what about if I start writing the elements of these relation? What will happen if I'll start writing elements of this relation? You know? So I will say, okay, let's start writing. Let's start writing that one is related to A, one is related to B, one is related to C, then 2 is related to A, 2 is related to B, and so on. है ना? Now you will say, sir, this is very boring. But this is boring. This is boring and time consuming. This is boring and time consuming. There should be a convenient way. There should be a convenient way to represent the element of a relation. There should be a convenient way to represent the element of a relation. है ना? So let's see. Let's try to find out, and let's just see how we can represent, and it should be uniform. है ना? So what we do, suppose we have two sets A and B, domain and codomain. We have an element A and we have an element B. We have an element A and we have an element B. Okay. The relation is from A to B. The relation is from A to B. And suppose this has A, B, C, and D. And the elements are linked like this: A to B, C to D. Very simple relation I'm showing, that A is linked to B and C is linked to D. Relation is from A to B. And the name of the relation I've given is as F. Suppose name of the relation I've given as F. Anything you can keep, you can write your name also. If I can write Amit also, if name of the relation is Amit. Let's take for an example. So the Amit relation contains what elements? Now if I start writing in A is related to B, no, we don't want that long lengthy method of writing relations. We want a compact way. So what I will do, then I will write A can be related to D also. A can be related to D and C can be related to B. But this is just an example I've given. Okay. A itself, it cannot be related. An element cannot be related to within this group. So I'm saying that element from set A should be linked with only element from set B. Oh, understood? This set should be related only to this set, not with itself. Understood? So that is why A to B, not A to A. So A cannot be related to C, never, unless and until it is this. Just understand this. Okay, so what I will do, I will write this very simple and compact way: A comma B and C comma D. A comma B and C comma D. Arey sir, what is this? This is a very easy way, but just thing is that we have to understand this what I have written. Okay, so this is a relation. This is a relation. Now see, if I'll take this as X, if I'll take this as Y. If I take this as X and if I take this as Y, this will become X comma Y. This looks like something like a set. This looks like something like a set with an elements X and Y. With an elements X and Y. Yes, yes, sir. Now this actually is a set. This is a set of that relation. This is a set of relation containing elements this and this. Now see, I already told you that relation is between two. That relation can only be always will be between two. It cannot be between just one, right? So elements of a relation should be having two entities, and these are those entities. Okay, this A comma B in this form is known as ordered pair. Okay, is known as ordered pair. Okay, we will look at the meaning of ordered pair with ordered separately and pair separately. First thing, pair. Everybody understood why this is a pair? Because this is A and B, A comma B. Now this first part, this part will be coming from which set? This first part will be always coming from the domain. This part will be always coming from the domain, and this second part will always be coming from the codomain, or to be specific, it will always be coming from the range. This part will be coming from codomain, and this part or range, this part will be coming from the domain. Okay, and this whole thing is known as ordered pair. A pair, why? Because first this has two elements in it, and first element is coming from domain and second element is coming from the codomain. Okay, see what I have done is, now I am trying to write the elements of the relation in a compact way. I know A is related to B, and C is related to D. A is related to B and C is related to D. A comma B and C comma D I will write. A comma B in this way. So this is the way of representing the elements of a relation. Now this, if I'll take what this is, so this is known as an ordered pair. First element, first part will be coming from the domain and second part will be coming from the codomain. No, there is no calculation here. No calculation, nothing. Till now. So this complete is known as ordered pair. We will see why this is called an ordered pair. This is an ordered pair because first pair. Why pair? Because this has two parts. So this is always in a pair. This always will be two. Understood? Now why ordered? Why it is ordered? It is ordered because first element is always coming from domain and the second element is always coming from the codomain. A comma B means there was a relation in which the domain contained A and range contained B. Understood? Yeah, I will show you why. I will show you how. Suppose in a class, I will give you an example, very interesting example. Suppose in a class, your class teacher has started giving you roll numbers, random roll numbers, and the class has three students. So this is Amit, Sumit, and Rohit. This is a class and this is a roll number. I will tell you, bache. I will tell you. So the real actual meaning, significance of the chapter, it is very huge. And when I will tell you, you will understand. Oh yes, it is interesting now. So these are the three elements: Amit, Sumit, and Rohit. Right? These are three people, and roll numbers should be 1. So suppose 001, 002, and 003. These are 001, 002, and 003. Or I will give 007. 007. So the class teacher said that okay, Amit should get which roll number? 007. So Amit got 007, right? Sumit got 003 and Rohit got 002. And what she said, your class teacher gave you a list. The class teacher gave you a list. So suppose class teacher gave a list, and in that list she had two boxes. In first box, she asked, in the first box, she gave a name as, the first box was written name and the second box was written roll number. Okay, and there were 3 columns. Now she asked you that write name and the roll number in the same row. So what you did, you wrote Amit here and you wrote 007 here. You wrote Sumit here and you wrote 003 and Rohit 002. So this is the correct list. First box shows you the name, second box shows you the list, roll number. Now suppose same list, if somebody, suppose if some person who was not paying attention, this was name and this was roll number, right? Here it is name, it is roll number. If some person was not paying attention and he wrote 007 and Amit, 003 and Sumit, 002 and Rohit. Okay, now in this sheet, what is the problem? In this sheet, what is the problem? In this sheet, the only problem is that now if you will feed this to a computer, if you will feed this to a computer, yes, if you will feed this to a computer, name becomes 007, name becomes 007 and roll number becomes Amit, right? So 007 person has what roll number? Amit. 003 person has what roll number? Sumit. 002 person has what roll number? Rohit. है ना? भाई computer won't be won't be making difference between name and a roll number. It will take this as a character, it will take this as a character, right? So he will take this as name and this as roll number. This as name and this as roll number. This as name and this as roll number. Understood? So basically, this is an order. This is following an order, that first name Amit and then roll number. First name and then roll number. So when you will write Amit and 007, this is not same as writing 007 comma Amit. है ना? Understood the difference? What is the first thing? This is the name. Second thing is roll number. This now becomes name, but name is not name. This 007 is not contained in the name set. Understood the difference? Understood what is the mistake? Everyone? Yes. Why we are calling it an ordered and then a pair, ordered pair? Everybody understood? Yes or no? Just tell me. Yes. Okay, very good. So suppose let's take a very short example. Let's suppose if I'm saying that A B, my ordered is order matrix, right? And okay, Joker okay, your name is Joker. Okay, fine. Joker ji, bhai, the actual real use of this in real life is when you are writing a code. When you're writing a code in computer. When you're writing a code in computer, and why do we write a codes in computer? So that it will make things easier, right? So what is actually computer? What is actually that language? That language of computer, the computer language actually originally generates from sets and relation. From sets and relation. That language, the language which you use in computer as coding, is generated from the shortcuts and the method in which we relate sets and the elements, which is being used from the sets and the relation. Thinking about it, if suppose nobody has invented number system, if nobody has invented numbers 1 2 3 4 or ascending or descending or any order, then would there be any computers by now? No, no. So every small thing actually matters. And after that, so first this started, that we started arranging elements, we started arranging sets, we started giving names to relations, and then we started deriving a method of writing things in compact. Now computer can only read mathematical language. So this is the mathematical language we are reading in a very short detail. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This sets and relation, if you keep on studying on this, and this will keep on evolving and evolving, and finally it evolves into a computer language. Understood? Joker, I hope you understood what is the actual meaning in real life. Yes? Okay, fine, very good. Okay, now suppose if we have A comma B and I'm saying this is equals to B comma A. If A comma B is equals to B comma A, tell me, and I'm saying this is true. I'm saying this is true. You have to tell me in which condition this will be true. You have to tell me in which condition only this will be true. When A is Nandita, when A is equals to B. Very good, excellent. But I'm saying only when they are equal. These two will be equal when A is equals to B and when B is equals to A. That means when A is equals to B, these two will be equal. And if A is not equals to B, can this be ever true? If A is not equal to B, can this be ever true? No. Understood? Understood what I'm trying to say? That I'm giving that this is true only when A is equals to B. Understood? Fine. Very good. Now this is a question. X minus 2 and y minus 5 is equals to 3 comma 4. Then find the value of y and x. Then find the value of x and y. X minus 2 and y minus 5 is equal to 3 comma 4. Find the value of x and y. First, tell me x and y. Very easy question. X is equals to x is equals to 5 and y is equals to 9. Very good, excellent. So what I will do, I know this is equal to this because this is an ordered pair. So x minus 2 is equals to 3. So x is equals to 3 plus 2, 5, and y is equals to 4 plus 5, which is 9. Okay, so I hope all of you understood what is the meaning of ordered pair and why ordered pair is called as an ordered pair. है ना? Now let's move on to the next definition, which is known as Cartesian product. Cartesian product. Okay, now what is actually a Cartesian product? Before telling you about the ordered pair, I have asked you to find the all possible ways of finding a relation between set A to set B. है ना? All possible way between set A to set B. So when I am finding or when I am establishing all possible relation from set A to set B, it is known as a Cartesian product. Cartesian product means all possible relation, all possible connection between set A to set B. So set A, set B, this is 1, 2, this is A, B, C. है ना? So the Cartesian product means all possible. है ना? So A to B and Cartesian product. Suppose if I am writing with capital C, so C is equals to, C will contain elements. So the first element will be 1, A. Second element will be 1, B. Third element 1, C. Similarly, 2, A, 2, B, and 2, C. So this is the Cartesian product. Cartesian product simply means from set A to set B, all possible. Okay, I want you to write down the Cartesian product from set B to set A. From set B to set A. This was A to B. I want you to write from B to A. Fast. I'll give you 1 minute. Fast. Write down from B to A. All the Cartesian product. Done? Very good. So the Cartesian product between from set B to A will be simply now from this set to this set. So this will be suppose I'm saying this is K. So K is equals to this will be A, 1, A, 2, then B, 1, and B, 2, and C, 1, and C, 2. Very good. Everybody had understood, right? So this is Cartesian product from B, A, and this will be represented as B cross A. Cartesian product is represented as cross. So this cross means from A to B. This cross means from B to A. See, there is a difference. 1, A, and here A, 1. Right? So Cartesian product from which set to which set, it matters a lot. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Very good. Now, what we'll do, we'll try to write the relation, we'll try to write different kind of relation in a set builder form. The same way we wrote a set in a set builder form, but we know a relation is also a set containing ordered pair as each element. So we can write this also in a in a set builder form. So let's take a very simple example. Let's take a very simple example. So this is set A, this is set B. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, set A is this, set B is this. Right? And I'm saying that these are there is a relation R which is given by 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and that's 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4. Right? A relation is given like this, and a relation is given like this. Okay, so I want you to write by yourself. I want you to try to write this relation. But this is what? This is roster form where elements are given. I want you to write the set builder form. Set builder form. Set builder form of this relation. Let's see if you can write it or not. I want you to at least try. For 1 minute, I want you to try to write the relation in the relation is set builder form. Right? This set in set builder form. Let's see if you can write. Remember the methods. describe an element, give it a definition and then a boundary. Already set A and set B are defined. Set A is given, set B is given. Now we have to write in set builder form. Done? Okay. So let's try it out. Let's try it out. Fine. So if I'm defining a relation in the set builder form, then I first write A comma B. Okay. I can here also write X comma Y or anything. है ना? Okay. So now because this is a relation, elements will be of this form A comma B or X comma Y, right? This is now the element where what is A belongs to set A, and what is B belongs to set B. In this case, X belongs to set A and Y belongs to set B. This is okay. By this is the element. The ordered pair is the element. Now ordered pair has what? Ordered pair has what? A comma B, or in this case X comma Y. So I have taken A comma B and X comma Y from my side, from my side only. So what I will do, I will define what is it. Small a is nothing but an element from A, set A, and small b is nothing but from element of set B, right? And how is A related to B? How is A related to B? Tell me, how is A related to B? Can you see how is A related to B? A is equals to B. X is equals to B. Just check this one. Either you can write in this form or this form. This I have just simply represented A with X and B with Y. Same thing. So this is relation R. This is relation R. Just check this, and I will give you one more example. Yeah, but see, boundary here, why do, yeah, I'll give another example. Here, why do we not need boundary? Because this A and B are already bounded. A and B are itself bounded sets. A has 4 elements, B has 5 elements, right? And only these elements will come when they are equal. 2 with 2, 3 with 3, 4 with 4. One cannot be linked with any other. So already this already has a boundary of itself. We do not have to describe any separate boundary. I will give you a few more examples. Don't worry. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Now I will give you the relation its set builder form. You have to write the relation in roster form. I'll give you the relation in set builder form. You have to write it in set roster form. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. This is set A, this is set B. Okay. So the set builder form is the relation is defined A comma B such that, or I will not write A comma B. I will write K comma L such that K belongs to A and L belongs to B. K belongs to A and L belongs to B such that K is less than or equals to L, such that K is less than or equals to L. Okay, I want you to write the elements of this roster form relation. I want you to write the roster form of this relation. This is a set filter. Write in roster form. Okay, done. Very good. So let's try to write. So I'm saying that K belongs to L, and sorry, K belongs to A, and L belongs to B. So this is K and L. Okay. So basically, what I have to do, I have to write all the elements. I have to relate. The relation is that K should be less than or equals to L. K should be less than or equals to L. Then tell me, 1 is less than or equal to 1? Yes or no? 1 is less than equals to 4. 1 is less than equals to 5. 1 is less than equals to 6. 1 is less than equal to 7, as well as 1 is less than equals to 2. That means 1 is linked with every other element, right? That means this relation R will have 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, and 1 comma 7. 1 is less than equals to 1. Yes, 1 is less than equals to 2, 4, 7, 6, 5. Right? Next, we will check for 2. We will check for 2. 2 is 2 less than equals to 1? No. 2 is less than equals to all other element except 1. So this is 2 comma 4, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6, and 2 comma 7. What about 3? 3 is less than equals to 4, 5, 6, 7, but not 1 comma 2. So this is 3 comma 4, 3 comma 5, 3 comma 6, and 3 comma 7. So this is the roster form. Understood? Just check this answer. Just tell me what you have got is correct or not. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Excellent, excellent. Now the same question. The same question, only I will change only one thing, and then tell me what will be the answer. I will only change that now this K belongs to B and this L belongs to A. K belongs to B and L belongs to A. Now tell me, will the answer change or not? First tell me this. Will the answer change? Yes or no? Yes? Yes? Okay. Now if the answer will change, then write down the roster form. Tell me what will be the set. Yes, done. Okay. So now the thing which changes is that now K belongs to B. So now this is K and this is L. Okay. Now previously the relation was from A to B. The relation was from A to B. Now the relation is from B to A. Now the relation is from B to A. So now K should be less than equals to L. K should be less than equals to L. So 1 comma 1. So from here 1. So 1 can be linked with 1. So this is 1 comma 1. Then 1 is not 1 is less than equals to 2 also. So 1. So I will write it once again in the next page so that it will be clear. So this is B is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is B. A is 1, 2, 3. A is 1, 2, 3. This is B. And the relation is defined as K comma L. K comma L such that K belongs to B. K belongs to B and L belongs to A. L belongs to A such that K is less than equals to L. Yes, K is less than equals to L. Okay. So now the relation is from B to A. B to A. So K should be, so this is K. Now this is K, this is L. K should be less than equals to L. So 1 is related to 1, 1 should be related to 2, 1 should be related to 3. So 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. Right? Fine. Now let's check for 2. 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. Check for 4. 4 is 4 less than equals to? No. 4 is always greater than 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. That's it. So this is R. Just check this one. Shanvi, just check. You missed some, है ना? You missed some of the elements. You missed basically these two. Yes, very good, very good. Just check this one. Everybody understood? Then we. Oh, sorry, not 2 comma 1. Sorry. 2 comma 1 is not there. Only 2 comma 2. 2 comma 1 is not there because 2. Yes, sorry. This is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. Yes, correct. And understood. Sharon, very good. Nandita, very good. Understood. Pointed out the mistake. Very good. Understood. So only these elements will come. 2 comma 1 was it will be other way around. It is greater than. है ना? So this is the roster form or the set builder form of a relation. Okay. Now I'll give you one more example. Let's see if we can find it out. Okay. What about 2 comma 3? But 2 comma 3, 2 is less than equals to 2 comma 3. Yes, sorry. It should be 2 comma 3. It should be 2 comma 3. Yes, 2 comma 3. And instead of 2 comma 3, I wrote 2 comma 1. 2 comma 3, 2 comma 2, 4 comma. Yeah, that's it. And okay. Yes, correct. Okay, very good. So this was an example of relation in set builder form or roster form. Okay, I'll give you one more. Let's see. So suppose if you have this is A, set A, this is set B, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or set A is a set of natural number. Okay. Relation is that set A is a natural number. Set A is equals to natural number and set B is also equals to natural number. Okay. Set A. No, but this will not be done. I don't think so that if your school will reopen, these topics will be done again. The thing is that if you have any doubt at that point, you can just check with yourself. If whatever he is teaching, if you have doubts, then you can just ask him doubts. He will just clear it. Because I will be teaching 12th, so I won't be teaching 11th when the school opens. Okay, so most probably somebody else will come. So you can just simply, if you have doubt till there, you can just simply ask him doubts that or her doubts that, ma'am or sir, this is the doubt I have. This is the thing which sir was not able to clear. So at that time, okay. So okay. So let's take A and set B. Set A has 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B has 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 13, 16. Okay, and this is the link. These are the relations. 1 is linked with 1, 2 is linked with 4, 3 is linked with 9, 4 is linked with 16. Okay, now tell me, write the roster form as well as the set builder form of this kind of relation. Write down the roster form as well as the set builder form for this kind of relation. Yes, Sanvi, that is correct. That is the roster form. I want you to write the set builder form also. That is correct. That is the roster form. Very good. So roster form will be nothing but 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 16, and 3, 9. Can you observe something? That what is this? What is the relation between the elements? What is the relation between the square? Very good, very good. So now I want you to, they are squares. This all the elements of B are the squares of 1 in the relation, right? So I want you to now write the set builder form also. Found the set, okay? Belongs to A, belongs to B, then B is equals to square. Yeah, very good, Nandita, very good. That is correct. So what I will do, I will write, suppose relation R is defined as A comma B, such that A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. A belongs to set A and B belongs to set B. And what is the relation between A and B? You can write A is equals A square is equals to B. A square is equals to B. Square of A will be equals to B. Square of A will be equals to B. Very good, very good. Or instead of X and Y, very good, very good, very good. Everybody understood. Everybody has written correct. Very good. Okay, fine, very good. Now this is a question from your book. Let's solve it. I will give you the question. I want to find the answer. Right? Okay. Let A be 1, 2, 3 till 14. A be a set from 1, 2, 3, natural numbers till 14. Define a relation R from A to A. From A to A. Okay. By R is equals to X comma Y such that 3X minus Y equal to 0. Where X comma Y belongs to A. Where X comma Y belongs to A. Write down domain, its codomain and range. Write down the domain, the codomain and the range of this excuse me, this relation. Okay, this is the last question. Let's see if you can find it. Yes, very good, Nandita. Domain and codomain will be A. You have to find the range. Finding the range is more important. Very good, very good. By range and codomain and domain is A. This is a relation from A to A. So both set are same, right? So, 1 comma 3, yes, 2 comma 6. Okay. So we have 1, 2 till 14, and here also we have 1, 2, 3 till 14. So we have 3x is equals to y. We have 3x is equals to y. 3x minus y, I can write 3x is equals to y, right? And next we'll take values from 1 till 14. From 1 till 14. So when x is 1, what is y? Y will be 3. When x is 2, what will be y? Y will be 6. When x is 3, what will be y? Y will be 9. When x is 4, y will be 12. When x is 5, it will be 15. But 15 does not exist. So maximum is 4. So these are the elements of the relation. These are the elements of the relation. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So this is the domain and this is the codomain. In codomain, what elements are used? What elements are used? 3 is used, 9 is used, 6 is used and 12 is used, right? So what will be the range? Tell me what will be the range? The range will contain 3, 6, 9 and 12. The range will contain 3, 6, 9 and 12. Why this will be range? Because only these elements from codomain are used. Everybody understood today's class? Yes or no? This part everybody understood? Yes? Very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You guys are very intelligent. Yes, you are able to understand very quickly. Very good, very good. That is good. That is good. Okay. So what I will do, I will show you the slides once again, and you just take the snapshot of whatever you want to do. Okay. And then we'll quit. We'll leave. And then we'll enjoy our Sundays today. Okay. I hope you guys will also enjoy your Sundays today. Very good. Very good. Only Sunday, not Mondays. Okay. Yes, set is very important, bache. Set is one of the most important topic for JEE. Set is the beginning, the cornerstone, you understand the what do you say, neve in English, I'm not getting, I forgot the term. Basically, when you build something, you have to develop the base, right? So it is the base for JEE. Set is very important chapter, bache. Very important. So don't think that it is easy, so I will just take it. Foundation, yes, Nandita, thank you very much. The term is foundation. Set is the foundation for, foundation stone for JEE. Very good, Nandita, very good, very good. Homework, I don't think so. You can do one thing. You can just read from your NCERT books if you have. And if you do not have, there is an online link from which you can download your NCERT books. So there are some questions for till relation. There is not much, because most of the questions we have done in the class only. But you can read the first two chapters. First two chapters, as chemistry sir says, as a newspaper, right? So it is just a newspaper. When you read it, you will see that all the points we have already covered. So maybe that is your homework. As for now, once we have moved to functions, then it will be for relation is almost completed. Relation is completed. Now from Monday we will start with quadratic equation and quadratic function, and then we will move on to the definition of function. From moving from relation, from relation we will draw to function. But first we will do quadratic equation, because in your physics and other. Yeah, sets is over, bache. Sets is over. Set already you have done in preliminary, your 9th and 10th. So set, that is why I've just finished it. I've just given you the overview first, just a revision kind of a thing, and then rest you can do. Okay, chalo. Have fun, and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay.